All right, what's up, everyone? Sorry, I'm a little bit late. It's Nick Atkin here with the One Championship on SK MMA podcast. Back once again on the Monday evening, morning, if you're in the America region. In Asia, here it is 10 p.m. in Hong Kong. Hope you're all having a good day wherever you are in the world. Got a fun show lined up today, including none other than the Monkey God, Jared Brooks, will be joining approximately now, I believe. So I'll hopefully have Jared for you very soon. But plenty of other things to talk about this week as well. On the Monday show, we have some big fight news that dropped right after we finished our Wednesday show, Kyle and I. As soon as we finished, pretty much, maybe an hour and a half later, a couple of huge fights dropped for that 168 card in Denver. Two super fights, they're calling them. So there's 4 super fights already on this card. Kade Ruotolo and Mikey Musumeci. So Mikey's going to move up, not 1, not 2, but 3 divisions, I believe, from flyweight up to lightweight to challenge Kade Ruotolo. Both of these guys are also double booked because they're on the card in June, the 167 card. Continuing the theme with Denver, Liam Harrison has just also been announced. He'll be fighting Sexan, and he is, of course, booked for Bangkok's Impact Arena show on June 8th, or is it June 7th? Can't remember. Whatever that Saturday morning is. But yes, everyone seems to be double booked these days. Stamp Vertex also on that show in June. Yeah, dangerous game to play. Maybe not with the grapplers, but Kade is going to be making his MMA debut, so it is a dangerous game to play. Kade Ruotolo against Blake Cooper in June. Mikey's grappling, so perhaps a little bit less risk there for him. But we've seen what Mikey does to people in one championship. Even if it's just grappling, he rips limbs off, rips off legs. Oh, yeah. So God knows. But anyway, yes. What's up, everyone? Good to see you in the chat. Onla is back, Connor. Yeah, I just saw, I think Silverwolf messaged me on Twitter that Onla has said he has fight news soon. And he suggested I clickbait the headline on this video with that. If only there had been more time, guys. But I'm in a rush. I went to the gym about 8 o'clock, got there, quick workout, and then rushed back. The bus took forever to leave from the bus stop. And then had to shower, make myself a tea. Here it is. Peppermint, in case you're wondering. And here we are. We're ready for the show. And yes, Jared Brooks will be joining soon enough. And we got a lot to ask Jared. I haven't spoken to Jared since everything went down in Qatar. It's crazy to believe it's technically last month. It's in March, that Qatar card, and Jared surrendered, shall we say, his title to Joshua Pasio in a DQ. So much stuff I want to talk to Jared about. The DQ, what's next. Joshua Pasio has since been parading the belt around the Philippines, and now he's injured. He's out for a year, so it looks like we may need an interim champion. So much to talk about with Jared, but yeah, good morning, Dark Side. What's up? Nick Scoey, apologies earlier, mistaking you being in the UK. I thought you'd gone back to, I think it's Sheffield. You told me you live in there, but you're in Thailand. I know. I was a bit confused why I thought you were calling the UK the motherland on Twitter. But yes, you're right. It is Thailand is of course the motherland, and I'm glad you're out there. Hopefully, see you next week. I believe we scheduled to hang out on Friday, so I'll see you at Lumpini. But yeah, anyone else going to the show next week? Let us know in the chat. Either show, Friday or Saturday. Story of the fight. Good to see you. Fizz, what's up? This is Josh Pasio's buddy. Keith. Hello, Keith. Keith and I are going to hang out next week, I think. We were starting to make some plans already earlier. In between sets at the gym, I was messaging Keith. Thanks, Keith, for distracting me. Johnny Bracchioli, what's up? Hello. Nicola, good to see you too. Uh, Brian Lucero. Hello, everyone in the chat. Chester. I personally love it for all disciplines. What is that? I can't remember. What is that for? Oh, that's an answer to Brian's question. The one championship fans like the other disciplines, not just MMA. But anyway, yes, get some questions in to the chat for Jared as well. Get ready, guys. We could maybe kick it off right now, though, while I wait for Jared, with a question from Anonymous asking, does Jackie stand a chance against Anissa Meksen? And will she make weight? Uh, I think she'll make weight. I believe she had no problems last time. I may be incorrect. I'm just going to double check it. But I think she was fine because I think it was a catch weight anyway last time. But yes, she has had trouble. That was against Martine Micheletto. She's had trouble in the past, definitely, with making weight. Anissa won't have any trouble. Anissa is always very, very professional making weight, and she's normally an atomweight, so I think she'll be dialed in for this one. I'm excited to see her go up. You know, I kind of asked her about it before a couple of years ago. Wow, that seems so long ago now. When I was in Phuket, I went down to Phuket Fight Club and interviewed her while she was still calling Janet Todd a chicken, asking for that fight, and she said she could theoretically win 4 belts in one championship. This was before Pet Gigio and Smiller. I think maybe Smiller was already around, but I think Smiller, right around that time, Smiller had debuted and won the belt at strawweight, the Muay Thai belt. So yeah, I think she had plans to always kind of go up for strawweight anyway, but Smiller sort of made it a little difficult because realistically, who wants to go up and fight Smiller? But a fight against Jackie and kickboxing, I think that's right up Anissa Meksen's alley. Uh, yeah, Jackie's very good. It just depends, yeah. How does Anissa adapt to the weight? Is she bulking up? I think, yeah. Before Pet Gigi came along, Anissa was unrivaled. So, especially in kickboxing, and does Jackie translate well to the rule set? I know they'll be working hard on it over at Boxing Works. Yeah, I'd say the early favorite, and I hate to say it because I love Jackie. I hope you guys don't hate me if you're watching, but yeah, I would say Meksen is probably the favorite going into it. What do you guys think? I believe she's earned that right. But yeah, Meksen fought a lot at 120 pounds in glory, says Darkside. Yeah, I think she'll be fine. She has done it all before, and she even did it in one already, I think. So it will not be a problem. She may be a little small though for that division in one, especially if she was to ever come across Smiller. uh, she seems more natural at atomweight, although she's completely shredded at atomweight, so maybe it's going to be easier for her here. Anyway, Meksen for sure is the favorite, says Keith. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, so I'm intrigued. I like the matchup. I think it's good. But anyway, we'll get back onto that in a sec because the monkey god is here. What's up, Jared Brooks? How you doing, sir? Good to see you again.
Nick, good to see you too, bro. Last time I seen you, it was some unfortunate circumstances, but
It was
glad to
doom
be
and
on your
gloom,
show
wasn't it?
again, brother.
Yeah, we were. I haven't talked to you since that, really. I mean, we've texted a little bit, but yeah, I wanted to get all your thoughts on that. And there's plenty more. I see you're hanging out. Have you been working out, or are you just shirtless in general?
Oh, dude, I mean, I'm the monkey god, bro. I just chill around naked all day. Doesn't matter if it's summer, winter, fall. I'm just hanging out with my baby. It's skin to skin contact, About to go work out in a couple of hours, so I'm just getting prepared, Nick.
How is the baby? How is everything with dad life? I know you're relishing it, and you seem like a natural fit.
Yeah, I love it, man. She's definitely the biggest blessing in my whole life. She's hilarious. her temperament is easy. So yeah, she's making life as a dad super easy for me, and her mom is amazing.
Is it something that helped you get over the disappointment of what happened in Qatar, coming home and having her there, and she doesn't know what happened. You're still super dad to her.
Yeah, dude. I came home. First thing I did was strap her up and take her for a walk and hang out with her. But the best thing is coming home and just seeing that big smile on her face. And no matter how hard your day is, fighting is a very easy thing for me. Even losses, right? But losses in life, that's what really sucks. And she makes it the best thing ever. She's smiling at me right now. It's amazing.
Well, a lot of some fans in the chat. They also love you, the monkey dog. Everyone, I'm sure, will have some questions for you. Dark Side says, "Still the champ. Fuck that
Love y'all.
DQ." Talk me through the DQ. I haven't picked your brains publicly about it since it happened. From when I saw it, it was crazy. And what's going through your head when Herb pulls out that red card?
Yeah, it was kind of like, your highest moment to your lowest moment, it my career, my losses are comedy, bro. It's
Yeah.
hilarious. But
For
and I
people
got
who
to look
don't
at it
know,
like that.
you knocked yourself out in the UFC with a similar move, right? With a slam.
Yeah, I try to do the Canadian Destroyer, and I just got to stop doing slams, I guess. I no way was that intentional. I don't want to lose any part of my pay. I don't want to lose my belt. I don't want to lose, a lot of things. You lose a lot of things when you're not a champion in one championship. But uh, God always puts me in positions to where I always have to work back, and I always have that underdog mentality. So it actually works to my favor. I get to fight other people. I know Josh is going to be out with the ACL injury, so this just puts a stamp on me beating everybody in the division, including Joshua. So I think I wish nothing but the best for Joshua. I'm sorry that happened at the end of the day. No athlete wants to see another athlete almost potentially die in the ring. So um, I have utmost respect for him as a champion and as a fighter and as a Christian. But, we're going to have to run that back sometime. He is still the champ and he can't be sitting on that belt for a certain amount of time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going against other competitors. It doesn't matter if it's strawweight, flyweight. We'll see where it goes, man.
Well, yeah, I'll ask you about that in a sec. But just back on Joshua, you guys were very friendly in Qatar after the fight. It was good to see you were embracing each other in the hotel at breakfast, especially. Uh, but what have you made of him holding the belt and walking around with it in the Philippines? Does that annoy you? Do you feel like he's not the real champ?
Bro, yeah, I mean, all those guys won championship. Anybody that was watching that fight, I mean, it sucks that that's the way that it came through, but nobody knows what it would have been like if that happened. But I was super prepared for that fight. There wasn't a doubt in my mind that I was losing. So, but at the end of the day, he can walk around with that belt, and if he thinks that he deserves that belt and he feels like um, he is the true champion, then yeah, let him walk around with it until we fight again. And it's nothing but respect at the end of the day. But that's in my personal opinion. That's my belt. So if they wanna run that back in the United States in November, let's do it.
Well, yeah, like you hinted at, he's out for a while now. It's not the neck injury; it's just a separate injury, the ACL injury. So it looks like he's having surgery, as reported exclusively by Nissi Casciano. I'm sure you know Nissi well.
Yep.
It sucks. Yeah, he's out for a while. But what about an interim title? And a few people in the chat are asking, would you be interested in an interim belt, aka a title defense, according to Dark Side?
Yeah, if they want to give me an interim belt, but I think they're gonna let Josh sit on that for a little bit and make the storyline just a little bit more interesting. But I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who they put me up against. Everybody knows that I'm the true champion, and when it comes down to the United States, they need United States people to be fighting on their cards, not just UK people, not just people from Thailand with these Muay Thai fights. And Mikey Musumeci and Ruotolo, I think that that's the biggest fight on the card, and it isn't even a fight. So you put me and DJ, you put me and a big name in my division, man. I'll make noise. I always make noise for every fight. And if I was from Thailand, if I was from Singapore, if I was from an Asian country, or if I was from Kazakhstan or fucking any of these countries to where they get fan bases just for being a fighter, bro, I do way more than any of these guys. And the true fans like you, Nick, and the people that study the sport, you guys know what I do. And you guys know that I do it better than anybody in one championship.
I believe that is how I feel exactly. Yeah, but are we talking about Denver then, or Atlanta? What's the time frame like for a return for you? I know you mentioned there's some fight news dropping soon, and I believe I know what it is. I will not mention it now, but anything you can give us, and yeah, would you like to double book? There's a lot of people are double booked right now. Would you like to line up a couple of fights before the end of the year?
Of course, man. I got a 6 fight contract. Let's get those fights popping, and then when I'm champion again, we can renegotiate all over again. But yeah, dude, uh, we can go whoever I'm fighting next. Then we go Demetrius. Then we can go, Jonathan Haggerty. We can go in, dude. My mentality has not changed since that loss, bro. Like my mind is still sealed shut. I'm gonna be a rocket. I'm gonna be shooting myself into space in 2024, and it just goes with opportunities. And if one championship gives me those opportunities, god damn it, I'm gonna come through and be the beast that they want me to be.
All right. Well, here's a question from Story of the Fight. How do you feel about slams like that not being called sometimes? Seems like the rule is not always enforced. Yeah, I mean, I tweeted about it after it happened. Angela Lee did something against Zhang Jingnan in Tokyo in a title fight. There have been a few slams. There was one the week before you guys, I think, at Lumpini in on Friday fights. So yeah, what do you think?
Man, bro, I've never been demonized more as a fighter than, slamming this dude on his head unintentionally. Everybody from other countries to, people that are really close in with one championship where, that was a dirty, illegal slam. You're nasty for that. You're a dirty fighter. Come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But I do feel like, you got Lawrence Phillips. He knocked out old boy and everything, man. I don't care, bro. I'm a fighter. If I get a no contest, disqualification, if I win, bro, that's part of the game. And I really don't give a shit at this point. I just care about feeding my family and getting to the next fight, right? And staying healthy. But nah, dude, I don't give a shit at the end of the day. If they called the call for whatever reason, that was their reason, and they're the organization. So I can't really say too much upon that, but do I feel like it was unintentional? Yeah, I didn't mean to knock Josh out like that and lose my belt and lose money.
Were you trying to slam him on a different part of his body, or and it just went wrong the angle, or did you? I know he was holding onto a Kimura, and under normal rule sets that aren't in one championship, I think you are not
Yeah,
in charge of your opponent's body if they're going for a submission, right?
yeah, I would say the thing that went wrong there was I've been picking up guys because it's hard to find people my size training. I've been picking up guys and putting them down to the mat, but they land on their feet because they're so big, right? And Josh, I mean, he weighs 125 pounds. I just did one hip manipulation, and the way that I brought him down, it just it pretty much spiked him. But there is some accountability that needs to come from Josh too because of the way he landed as well. His head landed almost like this, like he was trying to almost do a Grammy roll out of it. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm not blaming Josh for any of that. I'm the one in control. That's the rule set. But he should have at least tried to flatten himself out, because that's what I was expecting him to do. Like, as far as taking his head straight forward instead of taking it to the side. If you put it straight forward, then I'm getting legs in and I'm trying to get a choke, right? But a lot of things just don't go to plan in fighting, and if you think you got a plan, then get hit in the face.
I saw Chatri seem pretty angry. I could see him kind of shouting at you, and he was also seemed quite upset in the post-fight presser. Have you patched things up with the boss man since?
Yeah, I think Shatri's seen where I came from, like, as far as, being apologetic to Josh and his family and his team. I'm always humble in defeat. It doesn't matter. I'm waiting for somebody to actually, like, really beat me, though, like, to really, like humble me. You know what I mean? And I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to that. And but at the same time, Shatri, he made that company, and he's a self-made billionaire. I have nothing but respect for the guy, even though he was pissed off at me. I'm so happy to be back in his good graces and won championships good graces. Because, I mean, me personally, bro, I don't think I did that in a whim. Like, oh, I'm gonna knock him out here. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm trying to get you down, and I'm trying to sub you. I told him before, I'm gonna sub you first round. It's not like I'm trying to knock you out with a slam, bro. But I love Shatri, even though he was pissed. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I could see him.
I would be pissed too if I was a billionaire, and then there's people that are watching this to where they think it's a blood sport over in Qatar, and I just, like, potentially almost killed somebody. Like, it doesn't look good. So I get where one championship stance on that is, but I didn't do that intentionally.
It's, I believe you. And trilogy. So, is it in Manila when it finally happens? Are you going to have to go onto his turf again?
I don't care, bro. Give me my belt back. I want it now. I'm sorry you have the ACL surgery, bro. I wish you nothing but the best, and hope that you come back even stronger. But, man, I really miss the smell of that gold, and I really need that back for my family. So get better by November, and we can run that back easy. And whoever I'm fighting next, good luck, bro.
How does it? I mean, it must be so frustrating. You won the belt, and then you had to wait so long to get that first defense, over a year, and then disaster strikes. How do you stay composed? In life, because I'm sure I would just be falling apart mentally. But you seem you're made of stronger stuff, Jared.
Well, the thing is in life, I treat it like a practice, right? So if you get hit a certain amount of times, you're gonna be tired, but it's about mental ambiguity. You have to go in there and just be like, you know what, fuck it, dude. Even if I get hit, how tired I am, I'm just gonna keep on coming forward. And I think that that's what a true champion does. And I think that I am a true champion. You're okay, baby girl. Yeah.
She's not a fan of Joshua Pasha, I feel.
No,
The baby.
she's
Yeah.
not. I kind of brainwashed her. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. Lifestyle. Let's see. Brooks back in action ASAP. He at least should be on both US cards. Yeah, you want to do both, I feel. Back to back.
Instead of fucking Who Young, I think that Who is a beast, though.
Who
Uh,
he is a beast, yeah. But I would think you should
Who's a
be on that
G,
card.
bro? I fuck with
Yeah.
Who. But Reese McLaren, I think that me and him have just went. We have mutual respect. We both have families, stuff like that. But if you're gonna put me in the 125-pound division, he's right there, and I think that he's a very beatable fighter at 125 or 135. So whenever you guys want to mix that up too, we can get that popping. Um,
What about
because Reese.
Moraes? Dark side
Oh,
is
but
asking. Yeah.
Adriano too. I almost forgot about the guy. To be honest, he's just I haven't heard anything social media, Twitter, Instagram about Adriano ever since he lost against Demetrius. But I think that Demetrius needs somebody like me at the end of the day if he's gonna want another fight. He can keep on doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Congratulations, Demetrius, on getting your black belt. I think that that's a huge accomplishment, especially from somebody that only did, pretty much predominantly martial arts and trained just mixed martial arts. So doing that is huge, especially from somebody like the GOAT. But Adriano Moraes, yeah, he can get it, bro. I'm taller than Demetrius, so it really doesn't matter if they want to put me up against him. And I know that he has good jiu-jitsu. I know that he tries doubles and stuff like that, but I think I'm a tough matchup for Adriano.
Nick Scoey says, "Gotta go. Been sent on a beer run by the missus. Monkey God, you're a legend. That belt is yours." Dark Side says, "Hu Yong hits hard as fuck." He does indeed. Seems like one forgot about Adriano too. Says story of the fight. He was talking about it on socials. Yeah, that's a good point. Do you feel bad for Adriano? And there's a lot of guys, Reese, it was happening to him too, and it happened to you. These MMA guys, you guys were not getting fights for all of last year, and it's starting to come back now this year. But do you feel some sympathy for these guys, or empathy even?
As a fighter, bro, you always gotta, look into the other fighter's shoes, and yeah, it does suck that you don't fight, and things happen in life that's just tough to come back and fight. But no, I don't really feel sympathy for any of these guys, man, because I go through the same shit.
CFR Network says, "Good day, all. Can't wait to see the Monkey God back in action." I agree with you. I want to see it soon. It's going to be happening. You can't talk about it, I know, but people who were wondering if you were in jail, Chattery jail, you're not in jail. You are free, man. You will be returning in the nearish future, right? It's not going to be another year before we see you.
No, you're gonna see me very soon, man. I think that you guys, I can say it's gonna be in the next 3 months. So get prepared, man. It's gonna be a good fight against a great opponent. He's beat a lot of people in the division, and I think that he deserves a shot against me, the real champ.
And you cannot confirm if it's interim. They haven't said anything yet about that, because I think Josh only announced the injury last week, right?
Yep. So I know that I'm probably not gonna get an interim shot, just to let you guys know. But that doesn't matter, bro. I'm coming straight back into the next title picture. I think interim belts are stupid anyway. I think it gives you a false sense of confidence.
All right, Six Paul is asking, could you ask the man about his opinion fighting in UFC or in one? Where are you happier?
I had 4 fights with one championship, and I fought 4 fights in the UFC. I've gotten paid a lot more by one championship, and I've been treated a lot better by one championship. So, gotta go with one there. It was really the only thing that was cool about fighting with fighting with UFC was being in the same locker rooms as like DC and John Jones. Being on those big cards, that was really cool. But for the production to the athletes to the people, the matchmakers, the thing I like about one championship too that I haven't like portrayed enough is like they have Matt Hume as like their one of their like main matchmakers. Like that guy was Pride's like he was like the president of Pride for a little bit. He was like Shao Kahn, like putting Vanderlei up against some of the best like Sokaju and shit like that. Like you can't get better than Matt Hume and any I think that he is the GOAT as far as coaches too. So you got Matt and Demetrius Johnson. That group is really big, and you got Rick Audie. You got people that are actually like involved in martial arts and actively do martial arts, being matchmakers, and not just people that have money and they're like, oh, I just want to see this fight as a fan.
Okay. Can you weigh in as well? Ask Keith on Kade versus Mikey, since you've got experience against Mikey Musumeci. Do you think Mikey's got a chance, or is Kade going to be too big for him?
So Kade, if I was Kade in this matchup, I would try to just get nasty and gritty with Mikey, just because it's like, almost make it a fight. Me, I almost made it too much of a fight to where I was just like staying in guard, and if I would be punching Mikey at that level. But Kade has a great pass game, and he's very physical as far as the way he does things, like snaps and front headlocks and stuff. And last time I seen Mikey get beat was against Gabriel Souza, and that was a north-south choke. So I could see Cade definitely getting the win, especially at a higher weight class. But I also can't sleep on Mikey, and if he gets a leg, then it's really rough. But Cade and his brother have come out with literal seminar DVDs and shit of how to get away from Mikey's stuff. So super interesting. I don't see a clear winner, but if I was a betting man, I would go with Cade.
All right, and if you got time or if you need to go, let me know. But a couple of questions here. If you got time, what do you think about the antitrust suit against UFC and Zuffa going to settlement? Were you part of that fighter class? I don't remember the date cut off. Ask story of the fight. I don't know if you have an opinion on this, but if you do, yeah.
I still have to hit up, because I just had my managers hit me up about this, so I still have to hit up all the lawyers and see if I even qualify. So I have no idea yet, but that would be dope. I mean, three times of what your pay was in that. Yeah, let's go.
Cade will do on his MMA debut as well. Asks Darkside.
Two things are either gonna happen. You're gonna see either if Cade got that dog in him, or if he's just a submission grappling artist, right? Which I do think that their style and how they like move is kind of mixed martial artsy. It's kind of like taekwondo, kind of boxing a little bit. But I think that they'll do well. They're gonna be like Jake Shields on the ground, right? But we'll see where their striking goes. I know that they're up in Thailand working and stuff, but yeah, hopefully we get to see Cade be a knockout artist, kind of like Bo Nickel.
All right, and Connor's asking thoughts on your contenders right now in strawweight. And are you going to run through them all?
Got Bokong already beat him. He beat Yamakita. Yamakita's the division's pretty interesting right now as far as like people beating other people, but the only people that they can't beat is me. So, you got. I've been watching the One Fight Nights too. There's this guy from Kazakhstan. He's a taller guy. He kind of fights like I forget his name too. That Sabit Magomasharapov. He kind of fights like Zabit a little bit, but I don't see too much of him. I didn't see too much dog out of him going against the quality opponents that he was going against. So besides that, I run through everybody, and I have ran through everybody. I mean, you got Lito Outawang. Lito, he's an easier fight. I just got done with my COVID vaccinations right when I got done with Lito. Got there two days, a day and a half before the fight, going against Lito, like jet lagged as fuck. Like I was crying after that fight because I was like, fuck yes, I get to sleep now, right? But Lito, he's a knockout artist. Don't get me wrong; he could catch anybody at any time. But I mean, if we're not talking about catching people or anything like that, I beat everybody in flyweight and strawweight.
Mansur Malakiev as well. He's still on the radar.
Not really, to be honest. I mean, my personal opinion, he almost got beat by Saruta, and Saruta is like at the bottom levels of that tier. So I think that Mansour, he gets tired in that second round. I think he cuts too much weight. So it's either you move up to flyweight or you stay down to strawweight and you keep on looking like shit.
All right. You still want John DiBella as well? I know you guys were kind of thinking about a mixed rules, and then he's lost his belt now because he failed the hydration. He got sick in Thailand, but you would maybe would you like the winner of him and Prajanchai in some kind of mixed rules thing one day?
100%. Nobody's safe as far as like, and people think that I just call people out to call people out. It's like I called Mikey out, and then they called my bluff. They wanted to see if I was really about it, and I'm like, yeah, dude. You think that I am worried about losing against people like that? No, I'm not. I'm not worried about wins, loss, draws. If I have the title in my own realm, and if I can win another title in another realm, like, bro, that would be absolutely huge for me and proof to people that I'm actually one of the best martial artists in each aspect. Like, I've done better against Mikey Musumeci than a lot of jiu-jitsu world champions. And I want to prove to other people that I can do it better than a lot of kickboxing world champions and better than, I don't know about Muay Thai, because motherfuckers are good at Muay Thai, man. But kickboxing, bro, let's go. Let's go.
All right, and just one from Fizz here, who is friends with Joshua, is asking, did you say you were going to give Joshua a new TV? Is that correct?
So this is the whole TV thing. Um,
Oh, I feel this is going to be a fun story.
I told
Oh.
him that we would give him a new TV, one championship, and Brandon from our PR team was saying, "Hey, we're gonna get him a TV at the weigh-ins at when we were fighting in December." And I was just like, "Oh shit, cool. That's gonna be dope." But I do not like to give people shit at weigh-ins. The reason why I don't like to give people shit at weigh-ins is because they feel like they already won something, and that gives them an advantage. I'm not giving you that advantage, bro. I'm not gonna give you something and feel like you won something from me already. That's gonna give you that mental capability on that mental plane. I don't know if I overthink too much when it comes down to that shit, but I want to have every advantage mentally, right? Because physically, I already know I have the advantage, right? So mentally, well, I'll put you down just 3 more planes. So yeah, bro. When we're done fighting and when your ACL heals and I beat you again, I'll mail you one.
All right, I've got one more question for you. There's some people are asking about. I don't know what this is. There's a film called Monkey Man or something. Do you know what this is? And they
Yeah,
think
it's
you should
Jordan
be in it.
Peele. He's from Michigan. He stole my shit.
Oh, really?
Well, all right. So this is the thing. It comes off of the original Monkey God, right? And they wanted to put it to modern day standards of what the Monkey God is, right? So the only thing that pissed me off about it was that they put the monkey mask on right before he went out and actually like went into a fight in a ring. You know, I'm just
Ah, I
like,
see.
I was like, that seems like it's like too, because the monkey god didn't even do that shit. Like Hanuman or no other, uh, monkey deity is wearing a mask. They're just a fucking monkey god, you know. Especially going
Okay.
out before a fight. And Jordan Peele is from Michigan, and he lives like 60 miles from me. So you're telling me that Jordan didn't might have just stumbled upon me on a one championship video and was just like, damn, that looks badass. So now I'm gonna put that shit on my movie and make him like a mixed martial artist. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm overthinking on that too.
Gimmick infringement, they call it.
I probably not, because if anybody has rights to my monkey mask, it is to one championship. So if one championship wanted to go after Jordan Peele, then by all means make that money and then give it to me.
All right. And context on the TV. Apparently, Josh has a shit TV at home, so that's why he wants a new one. All right. Okay. My final question. Sorry, I know I won't keep you too long because I got
No, you're
dad
not at all.
duties.
You're good,
Yeah.
bro.
Um, I love handing you the mic basically and saying, cut the promo on who you want to cut the promo on. I know you've got a lot of targets in your head. Who's it going to be this time? Do you have anyone in mind, or is it more general? Is the whole world on notice now?
Well, when you say general, that makes me think Jonathan Haggerty. So,
All right,
uh,
cut a promo on Haggerty then.
all right, John, seen you in Thailand. You said that you wanted your little brother to fight me. I think that you're running away. I think that you're trying to give me that easy work so you can see how I do against your brother. and then I go against you, and you understand where your brother lies. No, 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 no. I'm gonna go against you. I want to beat the first generation, and then I go against your brother and beat the second generation. But that's in Muay Thai, bro. That's in Muay Thai, period. So if you wanted to do mixed martial arts, come to me and I will finish you in under 2 minutes, brother.
All right. And I always get you to do one on DJ as well. And
Yeah.
do you think he's what he's spending a lot of time in these tournaments, isn't he? He's now a black belt, like you said. Would you rather he comes back and defends that belt against you?
What's harder, Demetrius, winning a Master Worlds Black Belt World Championship in the gi, or is that just something that you like? Or am I the real fight, bro? We talked, I remember 2 years ago in Singapore, and I told you that I didn't want to fight you. But then I have a kid and things change. So now, of course, I want to fight you. I want to beat the best in the world. So if you think that I'm afraid of you, or you think that I'm trying to run from you, I've been calling you out for a year and a half. So get out of that fucking gi and get into the ring. Get in with me, baby. Let's get it.
All right. Okay. I'll let you get out of here, man, because appreciate it.
No, I
Don't want to
appreciate you,
keep you.
Nick.
Yeah, it's great to have you on again, and I can't wait to see you back in the circle or the ring. And within 3 months, you said, so it will be soon. Yeah, I was worried you may be, like I said, in Chatri jail, but you're a free man, and you can build back up towards the belt.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to come back and gain more fan base, beating all of these people, because I feel like a lot of these countries, they just get like a automated fan base. It's like, oh, you're from Kazakhstan, I'm gonna support you. While in the United States, it's like, oh shit, like this place, this guy's from this place. Your fans are shit. Our fans are shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna gravitate all of those people and be like, yeah, this is the real shit right here. So starting in 3 months, Monkey God Takeover in 2024. Let's get it.
This man is going to be back soon, and he wants to be back in Denver and Atlanta and beyond. One championship, why not do it? The Monkey God takes no prisoners. All right, thanks, Jared Brooks. Appreciate your time, man, and great to see you. Happy. I can't wait to see you back. Yeah, let's catch up when you are on Fight Week, wherever that may be. It's Fight News dropping soon, everyone. Right?
Fuck yeah, let's get it, man. One championship, true strawweight champion, and heading for the flyweight here soon.
All right, mate. Good to see you again. Yeah, I'll catch up with you soon. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Nick. You're the fucking man. Thank you.
You the man. All right. Jared Brooks, ladies and gents, a great guy. Always got time for me. I love that. I always got time for him. Why wouldn't I? He's an incredible fighter and a great dude. I feel he is far from reaching his peak in one championship and in MMA overall. Big year coming up for him after everything that happened. Yes, huge setback, but he will be back soon. Can't wait to see it. I know the opponent. I cannot see it, but I think you guys are going to like the matchup. It sounds like he's got his eyes on a few other people as well. What's changed? Nothing. Jared Brooks always calling out people who aren't in his weight class or even his sport. He's calling out Haggerty and Haggerty's brother Freddie. Wow, I love to see it. Yeah, story of the fight. I agree. He comes across so well, legit talent, and knows when to drop the persona and be super real. Keith is upset at this idea that US fans are shit. He says, I actually love the fact American fans will cheer for foreigners the same as they will for Americans. Well, I'm sure if Jared was on this Denver card last time, he would have been cheered to the rafters. And I really hope they can find something for him. It's going to be a tight turnaround from what I know when his fight is, but it's Jared Brooks, and he will do anything, I'm sure, to be on that Denver card. Maybe Atlanta's a little more realistic. So, given that's November, I think they should move heaven and earth, yes, to get Jared on November, and perhaps yes, make an interim title fight because Joshua, yeah, feels like Josh is going to be out until maybe next summer or best case scenario early next year. So it'd be nice to have a title unification fight when Joshua does come back. You can do it in Manila, but what way to do a trilogy? What way better than having title versus title? Yeah, good optics. All right. He just called out the entire one roster, says Nick Scoey. Yeah, he did. He does that all the time. All right. Combat Sports today. What's up? I'm going to Denver in September. Let's grab a beer after the fights. First round on me. I'll see you there. I'll be there from Tuesday doing all my interviews. So if you're around, hit me up. I don't know where the hotel is this time, but I'll probably be staying downtown. So definitely. I loved it last time. I was hanging out with everyone. Met some fans and met some other media. Met a lot of the America-based One Championship staff you don't normally see in Asia. Well, I know who they are, but meet them in person. Shout out to Super Sammy Hurwitz. It was great to meet him in person. Sure, they'll all be there, and Bear Fraser, Matt Connolly, a lot of the guys. It was a great meeting all week, meeting all these people. So yeah, hit me up closer to the time. I'm planning a crazy trip to. I think I'm going to go to London and then New York or something before Denver. So seeing as it's a bit hard to get to that side of the world, so I thought I'd break it up by going to London, and then New York's only 5 hours from London, and don't often get over to America, so maybe enjoy it. I stayed in Denver last time for about a week, and it was very fun. Yeah, I did a few hikes and things, so probably do the same this time. But I'd like to see some other parts of America. Well, that'll be back soon, I guess, for Atlanta. Anyone going to be in Atlanta? Let's. I've never been there, so definitely wouldn't mind some people showing me around. Yeah, all right. Yeah, so Nick, USA refused his visa because he is a knob, apparently. Right. That's a shame. I thought I was going to see you there. Yeah, USA, they could be stringent on these visas, can't they? It's a real shame. You're going to have to get tickets for Manchester UFC now, huh? Pay an arm and a leg. Yes, Atlanta, Lifestyler. You're going to be there. Sammy is awesome. Story of the fight. I agree with you. Hotel's crazy expensive right now. Still haven't booked the hotel. Is that Denver? Oh, God, I'm going to have to get on that soon. It just creeps up on you, doesn't it? I haven't booked the flight yet, but I probably should. Oh, God. I am, too broke for Denver and Atlanta both. Story of the fight. I'm with you there. These trips are not cheap, the American ones, especially coming from Asia. Yeah, you can put down a lot of money. Waiting for one in the UK, CFR Network. Shout out CFR Network. I did a nice interview with them last week. It was really fun. It's going to be dropping on their channel soon. Check it out. We go in depth on the man, the mystery that is me. No, if you like my shows, you may enjoy this one. Sort of get a bit of a peek into how I came into this industry. So check it out and give them a sub. Check them out on YouTube after this, Instagram, all the good stuff. Yeah, I think that interview will be out this week or next week, something like that. Let us know. It was really fun. Just get a hotel closer to the venue, or not too close to the venue, says Darkside. But where's the fun in that? No, I think actually the venue is in it's a little outside of the main downtown strip, so I don't know if they'll use the same hotel. This time the hotel was close to the press con, but it was actually quite far from the venue because that venue is in Broomfield, so it's not actually Denver, so to speak. It was a bit of a drive out of town. Yeah, we hit the motorway I know Ball Arena is actually a lot more close to the center. It's in a quite nice part of town there. That's near where my buddy lives, actually, where I was staying last time. So maybe I'll just crash on his couch or something like that. I'll have to ask him though. Shout out to Robbie, my old friend. It's funny, yeah. We went to school together, sort of. Well, we were in a band together when I was teenagers, and he lives in Denver now. So just got some nice hospitality when I was there last time. Right. Funny how Paige's name hasn't been uttered amongst all the US events. Says Keith, getting an Airbnb for Denver, says Combat Sports Today. Why not? Sounds like a few of you guys are all going, so let's definitely have a meetup. We could do a live podcast or something. Or not if we're at a bar. Maybe from a bar. Yeah. No, it seems convoluted. Anyway, Nicola, if you're going to New York, hop over to Toronto, Canada. Ooh, I'd love to. I was meant to go there last year for a friend's wedding. Just all got a bit too crazy with the money and the time. I had a full-time job then as well, which made it difficult. I'm now freelance, so going to America, I get to actually hang out there and see some stuff, which is what life's all about. So I'm happy with that. Okay. Yes, enjoyed the conversation too. CFR Network. End of the week. Keep you posted. Thank you, sir. Let me know and I'll share it wherever I can. I see Keith. I think he meant Sage, not Paige. I was wondering who the hell is Paige. So Story of the Fight has helpfully pointed out Sage is in Chattery jail. Yeah, I don't think Sage will be fighting on those cards. From what I know, yeah, they're at an impasse after what happened in Tokyo. Nothing has been resolved. I feel like I'm speculating, but I imagine, yeah, one would have been pretty pissed off after that. I'm sure Sage was pissed off too. So wouldn't be surprised you don't see Sage back anytime soon or again, which is a shame. But anyway, we move on. let's all get a room and sleep on the floors and then the bathtub, says Darkside. Yeah, I'm down. I'm up for it. When is Onla? I thought of it the other day. Maybe I should text Onla, and he's just messaged something about fight news. So I might get in touch with his manager, see if they want to do the podcast next week. Perhaps that might be fun, guys. Huh? If he's got a fight coming soon, but you never know. I thought he was going to be on this June card, 167. But I think that fell through. From what I understand, they were initially on it, and then it didn't happen. So I was annoyed. Yeah, Onla is great for getting people into the building, especially in the morning, and he brings 1,000 or 2,000 Burmese fans with him. So that's a shame. Would have helped pack out that stadium. All right. Yeah, Chester. I know Chester is praying for a New York or an Ohio card in the future because Chester's up in Canada too, and it's a long way to go to Denver or Atlanta. So I do hope one can get out there. I feel like Ohio could be realistic. Yeah, New York, I'm not sure, but I mean, what's the commission like there? Seems like took them forever to get the UFC over there. So I'm not sure they're going to be too into grounded knees and things like that. Anyway, Sage said he was going to do a tell-all, but it never came. Story of the Fight. Yeah, I remember that. It did not come. What's happening with Sage's sister? Colby Northcutt? I don't know. Yeah, is she even still with one? I have no clue. Ray Daniels obviously was I think he was out in Tokyo. Did I see Ray there? Oh, he was in Denver though. No, yeah. But I think they just had a kid, yeah, last year. So Oh, she's pregnant. Yeah. There you go. I was just looking it up. Share it on screen. Why not? Haven't shared anything on the screen today. Here it is. Colby Northcutt, baby number 2, baby girl number 2, coming May 2024. There it is. No fights for her. Yeah, I'd forgot about Colby. It's been a while since she even fought in one, I think. I'm trying to look it up. I was looking for the topology and I found that Instagram. But yes, I do believe she hasn't fought since 2021. Yes, 3 years ago, April 2021. Almost 4 years, 3 years to the day, 28th of April, 2021. I think she had a baby after that, the first baby. So I did see this baby in Denver. Ray Daniels was carrying this baby around. Yes. Colby Northcutt is pregnant again. I had lunch with them in Denver. Story of the fight did. And they were super nice. Yeah, from my interaction with them, lovely people. Kept apologizing for their baby. LOL. Jared had the baby on earlier too. It is a thing. Babies make noise. It's all good. I remember her saying she was looking to fight again, then pregnant a week after for her first baby. I think she's done as an athlete, says Darkside. Yeah, I get that feeling too. All right. We were going to talk about other stuff, weren't we? I forgot already. What else was it? We had Jackie Buntan and Meksen. I kind of talked about it already. If you guys want to talk about it again, we can. Otherwise, we could move on to some of the other fights that were announced. I hinted at it already and kind of got Jared's take on it. Kade and Mikey. Also, Liam Harrison and Sexan has been confirmed for Denver. That's huge. And I think there was another fight. Oh, yeah, Shadow and Jimmy Vienot. That was kind of cool. Jimmy Vienot is back from Chatry jail. I didn't think he'd be back. Looks like they're making him fight out his contract, putting him against tough guy on Friday fights. Yeah, he's getting the Lee Kai Wen treatment, I feel. But Lee Kai Wen went and joined the UFC Shanghai Performance Institute, then got dragged back to one to fight out his deal, and they got fed to none other than Fabricio Andrade. I think it was a second round TKO. Yeah, they may be looking to do a number on him with Shadow. Who knows? Jimmy Vienno is a great guy though. If they patch it up, that's great. But I feel if they had, he'd be back on a fight night, not a Friday fight. Same thing happened with Ilias Anahachi last year. It was, I think, but Ilias came back on a Friday fight, won the fight, didn't get an interview, no bonus. Then never heard from him again. Eventually released or left, whatever mutual agreement. Yeah, I feel this may be a bit of that kind of situation. Right. I'm looking at the chat. Can't imagine Onla is fighting at Lumpini, too big of a star to not put in a big arena. Maybe Singapore happening soon. I haven't heard anything about Singapore. I really think it would be. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Dark side. I feel like everyone's sleeping on Akimoto and Rui. Yeah, that could steal the show. Maybe we can look at this card for next week as well. Yeah. Oh, sorry, this week. I'm flying tomorrow. Christ. Got a split work time. Thanks for another great episode of Story of the Fight. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, and I'll catch up with you, I'm sure, soon. Thanks as always. Vienot and Pampayak leaving Chatry jail. Sage goes in. Has Pampayak's fight been confirmed? I hope so. Shadow gets a contract with a win against Jimmy, probably, says Connor's Corner. Yeah, I think they're going to push Shadow up to the main roster ASAP. Maybe get him in that featherweight Grand Prix. Can they do that? This week I'll be at a wedding, says Darkside, but fuck it, and I will watch on my phone. LOL. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm excited for this card. I think it's a kind of sneaky good card. Let's have a quick look at it. Yeah, Smilla Sundell versus Natalia Diachkova in the main event, and they found someone who can actually give Smilla a fight. It looks like. So let's see. Hopefully, yeah, it's not a one-way demolition like all of Smilla's fights have been so far. I love Smilla though. Yeah, but a lot of people have high hopes for Natalia, and we've seen what she can do. Best effing card of the year so far, says Connor. Main and co-main is money, says Darkside. Abdulayev and Amir is fireworks. No idea who wins that. Yeah, that is a good fight. Halil going to featherweight is fun. I thought he looked great at lightweight. He looked very powerful, but apparently, yeah, he sees featherweight as his division. I think he probably just realized he isn't going to get a title shot if he hangs around lightweight because Christian Lee's still on the hiatus. So maybe it's a quicker path for him to go on featherweight, get a win against Abdulayev, who I think is ranked 5th. So he goes straight into the top 5 as he wins, and then can take his pick, I guess. You got Tan Lee. Who else? God, my mind's drawing a blank. Featherweights. Martin Nguyen's in there. Yeah. Shamil Gasanov, Gary Tonin. They tried to match up Shamil and Tonin, I think, at one point. Halil, sorry, and Tonin, which I thought was bizarre. The Tonin said no, he wanted he only wanted Martin Nguyen. And I think that was fair for Tonin to refuse. Hey, I've got a former champion who's a win over is gonna get me a title shot. We've been talking about this fight for years. Or I could take on some monster from the division above who could be an absolute beast. Yeah. I like Gary Tonin. He was pretty honest. Yeah, I asked him about, Lineker fighting Shinya Aoki, and he said he would have thought twice about accepting a short notice fight against Lineker, with 2 hours to go, because that guy catches you, you're dead. So he gave props to Shinya. All right, Sinsamut and Dmitry Menshikov. I like this fight. I feel like, yeah, it's been on the cards for a long time. They were bound to meet eventually in this division. Menshikov has bounced back really, really well from losing that debut to Ursel in quite bizarre fashion. TKO in 54 seconds or something. He had a couple of really good knockouts now. Was it Musin Chafi and then Rungrawi? It may have been one more as well. Trying to think. He's definitely been available. The dude looks extremely jacked, I have to say. I'm just looking up his record. He has it was Rungrawi and then Musin. Sorry, I got it wrong. So yeah, 2 wins since the Ursul fight. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. Both guys have incredible one-punch power. They can put anyone's lights out. I'm excited for this one. It should be a banger. Maurice Abevi against Zhang Li Peng, lightweight MMA. Maurice, yeah, I like Maurice. I like Zhang. Kind of 2 unheralded guys in that division. Zhang put up a pretty good fight as we've seen anyone against Sagid is a Gakmayev, who has sadly moved on, it looks like, to new pastures. One sec, I'm getting a phone call. I'm going to have to buzz someone in, my girlfriend. So apologies, guys. Stay there briefly. I'm just going to I'll be back. Sorry. Yeah, I had to buzz my missus into the apartment. She left her keys at home like an idiot, interrupting the show. Apologies. Right. Where were we? Maurice and Jang. Let me look at the chat. Has Christian Lee done any interviews lately? I don't think so. Adrian did one with Straits Times, I saw, which I was surprised. I thought they may limit Adrian's media activity, but yeah, it seems like he's willing to speak ahead of his fight in June. Yeah. Speaking of Tonin, we need that title fight with Tenkai soon, says Darkside. Agreed. Maybe that's one they could do in Denver, but as a champ, yeah, you probably call the shots a bit more, and you may not want to go into enemy territory. Probably get booed a lot. So I imagine that would happen more likely in Thailand, or you want to say China, but I don't feel there's any China card coming soon. Right. Tonin versus Kai in Atlanta, says Connor. That could work. Can't believe Saigid. One gave away Saigid and Morad to PFL. Yeah, I am. I'm pretty annoyed about that. As a one fan, it's great for the fighters. I'm so happy for them to get fights now. And Murad looked really good on his debut in PFL. But yeah, I think one dropped the ball there. Definitely. Anonymous missed the Brooks interview, got tangled up with work. Just rewind it after the show. I'm gonna do another 15 minutes maybe here if there's enough to talk about. Yeah, I didn't know Saeed had officially gone to PFL. I know Murad has, but is that true? Has he left? Let me know. Anyway, back to the card. Yeah, Hiroki versus Wei Rui. That is a good fight. Wei comes in with a lot of hype, I think. And Hiroki, obviously former champion, has been iced for a long time since he lost the belt to Petchanong. Petchanong, who since got a 1-year ban and is about to return not much longer after Hiroki returns. This is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, look out for Petchanong fight news soon, guys. If they haven't confirmed it already. I don't think they have, but you'll be excited. It's a good fight. But it finally looks like this division is moving again, which is great in Haggerty's absence. Because let's be real, Haggerty isn't going to fight. He's not going to defend that belt till next year at least. So I think we need to get an interim going. Maybe the winner of this Hiroki fight and Wei Rui versus the winner of Petchanong's upcoming fight. Okay, Reese McLaren versus Hu Yong. A lot of love for Hu Yong from Jared Brooks earlier. I like Reese. I like both guys. Yeah, Hu Yong's got crazy power. Reese is incredible on the ground. We know that. I know Reese is one of those guys who's been itching to get back for a long, long time. He's been out of the game forever. Since Denver, since that last fight when his opponent tested positive for a drug test a couple weeks later, got a ban for 6 months. Reese didn't fight since then either. Crazy. Right, Rungраwi against Bogdan Shumarov. Yes, Rungраwi. We all know Rungраwi. He's my usual co-host Tristan's fighter at the gym there. I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot of Tristan this week on my content, so be sure to check it out, guys. Sportskeeda MMA Originals. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification button to get told when I'm going live as well. Chihiro Sawada against Noel Grandjean. Atomweight MMA. You feel like a place in the top 5 there is up for grabs. It should, because I sound like a broken record every week. I say how ridiculous the women's atomweight MMA rankings are in one, but it really is just stupid now. You've got Aliona Rasohina, last fought in September 2021, last one in February 2021. You got Tiffany Teo, last fought September 22, I want to say, and has not been seen since. I think she's back up at strawweight. Uh, Jihin lost to Chihiro, yet is still in the rankings. Although they both missed weight, so I would just put Chihiro in somewhere anyway. If you're gonna keep Jihin, you could have Chihiro going at 4, get rid of uh Aliona. I mean Tiffany, I like Tiffany, she's great, but she hasn't fought forever, so I would get her out of the rankings. Anyway, Tongpoon versus Zakaria El Jamari. Zakaria was in Qatar. I feel like they're trying to find Tongpoon some more victims, line them up for him. They see a lot of marketability in Tongpoon. Nanami Ishikawa versus Bianca Basilio. Catchweight sub grappling. Bianca's always quite fun, actually. I don't know anything about Nanami, so we'll see. I'm not the grappling guy. And Sean Climaco against Joshua Cruz, flyweight Muay Thai to open the morning. I am not too clued up on either guy there either. So yeah, what do you guys think of the card? It should be a good one. I think it's nice that they've booked it, fairly well in advance, and this trend is continuing, guys. The June and July cards are well advanced. June is all full up now, it looks like. July is very much moving in the right direction from what I know, and August is getting booked now as well. Crazy to think. And of course, September, Denver. Yeah. One Championship is booking cards 5 months out in advance. This is unreal. When's the last time this happened? I feel it's been forever since that. Yeah. Maybe the last Denver card they booked quite early because it was so special. But other than that, I really don't think any fight has been booked that far ahead of time for a long, long time in one. It is great to see it because you can just build up to it, and you can make contingency plans. And you can get people hyped. Yeah. All right. Saeed mentioned he was PFL bound on his gram recently. Darkside says, I think they are waiting on the matching period to end on his one contract. Right. Yeah. That. So you have a year basically, I think, of matching. So one could come back to him within a year and match any offer. I think it was last, November or October or something. He bounced, so I guess he's on the sidelines a little bit longer. Where is Daggy? Asks Darkside. Same. No idea. I'm worried. Yeah, is he going to be the next one to be released? I hope not. Top 7 fights are great matchups on that card, says Chester. One fight night 23. They are. Yeah, it'd be a good show. Did one get new matchmakers? Asks Anonymous. They did not, but I know what happened. I can't really say much, but yeah, it's interesting, and you will see why eventually they are now booking these things out a little bit further in advance, and it's only a good thing, and it's quite exciting what is coming. I think you'll like it. Chester, Anonymous, you notice the cards are being booked earlier and stronger lately too. It's interesting. Yes, I do believe there is a reason for this. But it's either way, it's just a great thing. They should be doing this all the time. Shouldn't need a reason. Dark Side, they have an atomweight women MMA on the Friday Fights card coming up. Apparently, Haggerty's gym mate, I think. Oh, yes. I forgot her name, but I saw that Knowlesy Gym is promoting. I think they're the brother and sister. They're both going to be making their debuts, possibly on the same card or around the same time. Yeah. This card is bangers. Best fight night card they have had so far. Ooh, that's punchy. But yeah, it's very consistent, the quality. There have been some good ones, but it's been a bit up and down. But I like this. Booking ahead is great, Darkside says, but we need more events or to load up Friday Fights cards. Yeah, well, you know me, I love my 2 events a month. So I don't think that's coming back soon. It looks like you'll have to wait until September when there's Denver and then Tokyo. But the new model looks like, yeah, it's one a month. And then if they do a quarterly Friday fights, it's going to be lumped into the same fight week as the fight night. So you'll have a huge Friday show and then a big Saturday show the next morning, which is fairly brutal from a media perspective and tough on fans, tough on staff. Yeah, it's not ideal. You get out of that place midnight at the earliest. I think I left there at about 1 or 2 a.m. last month after interviewing Superbon and Chatri, Nongo. Yeah, I got back to hotel like 2:30 after grabbing a couple of toasties in 7-Eleven, and then probably fell asleep about 3:30 maybe. Back up again at 6 a.m. I was a little bit late last time. I think I got there. I missed the first fight. I just couldn't do it. Couldn't get in. And you need a minimal amount of sleep, right? Ugh, I'm quite glad this time. I may go to the Friday, but I can leave at a normal time, normal-ish time, and get back to bed by about 10 or 11. Yeah, it's a tough turnaround. That such is life. Anonymous says, hopefully it's because they got a bunch of dollars to make matches like the good old days and not this being their last hurrah before the curtains close. Yeah, I think from what I've heard is quite interesting, and you guys are going to enjoy it. It is intriguing for sure. Connor's Corner, thoughts on the last Friday Fights card? One of the best Friday Fights cards they've done. So many KOs, wars, and even sub grappling delivered. Yeah, I saw a lot of highlights. I didn't see it live, but as always, yeah, I saw some crazy KOs. When the sub grappling pops Lumpini, you know it's going well. So what can I say? Most weeks are entertaining without fail. And knock on wood, yeah, you may see me covering Friday fights a bit more in depth soon. So make of that what you will. You know, some of you know what I'm talking about, others do not. But some exciting things in the works. I can't wait to share with you when it happens. It's a little slower than I thought it would be, but I think we're moving towards that. It's going to be announced soon. But anyway, I hope the August show is big, says Chester. Have a big card in the middle of the summer. I love a big card in the summer. Yeah, I know some fights on that card, and they fit that description of big. So it is going to be a good card. Right. No, Naim Hajisami, what's up? Says, is Rodtang also booked for USA this year? Who do you think is a good matchup for him? He's not booked, but I think they want to get him on the Atlanta card, which is going to be tough because he's, as far as I know, he's fighting in Tokyo, which is late September against the Keru. So he's obviously fighting Dennis Puric in June. So that's 2 fights. And then presuming he survives the Tukeru encounter and hasn't got a load of damage, they want him to fight, 4 or 5 weeks later in America. Could happen, but it would have to be an absolute can. They feed him, and there's only so many times they can keep giving Rodtang cans, I think, or winnable matchups. I like Dennis Puric, yeah, but I'm slightly perplexed why this isn't for the Muay Thai belt and why it's a kickboxing fight. I mean, I know it's a kickboxing fight because they want to give Rodtang a tune-up for that Takeru fight, but you've got Rodtang, the champion, who hasn't defended that belt in a long time. Well, he would have defended against Superlek, but Superlek missed weight. Before that was Denver, May last year. You got the number 2 ranked contender, Dennis, and they're going to fight in kickboxing. Makes no sense. Anyway, yes, interesting things on the horizon. Definitely, guys. I can't wait to share this stuff with you all. But for now, it is it's Friday. Sorry, I don't really cover Friday fights for Sports Keeda, just the fight nights and the the big Friday fight quarterlies as well. But the weekly stuff I don't get into. That is by design. I have a big project I'm quite excited about, which I'm hoping is going to be confirmed soon. But I'll leave it. I won't go too deep on it. Anyway, I asked Chattery to get Real 1FC video game commission to compete with the UFC game. I think that should be the last of the priorities right now. Do they have some mobile game? The One Fight Arena? Yeah. I've never actually looked at it, but there is some sort of mobile game. Yeah. Anyone play it? I feel like Connor, you're a super fan. Have you played this game? I can't even see it on the App Store. Oh no, I don't know where it is. But anyone play that? Oh yeah, of course, would love a video game, but I just think so many other things first sort out in one, and let's get events, 2 events a month back up and running. Get the MMA popping again. Get on the road, Singapore, Manila, KL. Get back in China. More shows in America. Get in the UK. I think that's huge if they do that. Don't need a game yet. I don't even play the UFC game. If there was a one game, I'm probably playing it. Yeah, but that mobile game is pretty bad. So I saw beta gameplay of it. So what? It's not out yet. Connor says it's not out yet. I see it on my Instagram all the time. I thought there's a game. They keep teasing things on it. They have a mobile game coming out, and they have a whole esport division they never talk about. Yeah, what happened with the esports thing? I never understood that. It's a puzzle gem matching game like DBZ, Dakan Battle, but low effort. Okay. That would be a dream one on PS5, says Lifestyle. Yeah, I would like that. A proper game. I wouldn't have high hopes for it. Even you saw the AEW game didn't do too well, right? It was made by the team who made those old classic N64 wrestling games, but yeah, it just didn't really cause much buzz. I saw a lot of bugs in it. Right. Okay. Well, I might leave it there, guys. Coming up on past. So if you have any burning questions, get it in. Otherwise, I'll see you. Yeah, probably no Wednesday show this week because I'll be in Bangkok. So just gonna have to, watch all my interviews. They should drop on Wednesday morning. Oh, sorry, Wednesday afternoon. I'll be finishing up, and then we got the weigh-ins, face-offs Friday, Chattery interview. That's what you should look out for. So I was offered Chattery for Friday morning, but I said that it might be quite tight because I've got to head to the face-offs. The one face-offs are in the middle of town in Bangkok, whereas we're staying out near the Lumpini, so out in the sticks. So it takes about an hour to get to the venue for that, and they start at 12. So I normally leave about 10:30, but they want me to speak to Chattery at 10. So I'm seeing if I can push that back half hour or the day before. And I'd like to do it live if we can, so you guys can all ask your questions. But do a live show with Tristan. Maybe I could. Tristan's going to be here, obviously, with Rungrawi. So I'm thinking to drop into his gym on Thursday. Oh, he may be busy, though. Yeah, with the weight cut. He'd probably be at the hotel. I'll talk to him. Yeah, I'd like to go see his gym. I still haven't been. Yeah. Yeah, Chatri, this is being lined up. We're gonna have a State of the Union thing, so I'm hoping it happens. Yeah, and we can find this time. Preparing some questions for your favorite martial arts, favorite person in the martial arts world, Ego Kind. I know you will have some hard hitting stuff. All right, yeah, I'm gonna bounce, guys. 11:30 here in Hong Kong. Appreciate you all. It's been fun again, and like and subscribe if you haven't. All that good stuff. Hit the notification bell. Otherwise, yeah, we'll catch up live next Monday, and Wednesday I'll be back next week. Not this week, because I'm gonna be too damn busy. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and hopefully, yeah, get you some sort of live show with Chatri and Tristan as well on the ground. So have a good one, guys. I'm gonna be pretty busy this week. Hope you enjoy the rest of the content I'll be putting out. It does all. It means a lot, yeah. If you can watch the interviews, give them a thumbs up, all that stuff, and share it around. I'll be doing the usual things. Instagram, YouTube, you know where it all is. But I appreciate your support as always. We'll see you next time.